Ahoy, this is Zdenka. I've got here a perfect combo, Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra with gimbal Hohem iSteady M6. As this gimbal lets you track yourself in native camera app, and you can also film motion time lapses here. In this video, let's go through pro tips to help you understand this combo a little bit better and get most out of all features. Let's bring your production to the next level. The basics of all would be balancing your gimbal properly. If your phone is not balanced properly, the gimbal will struggle, might vibrate, the battery will be drained faster, your horizon level might be slightly off, so you will have to spend more time in video editing software trying to correct the shots. How do we actually balance the gimbal? You will place your phone in. If your phone is too much on the left, move it to the right. If it is too much on the right, move it slightly to the left. If the phone is just hanging down like this, move the clamp until you get the phone nicely leveled with the ground. Don't forget to unlock the pan motor, and now you are ready to film. The gimbal will help you stabilize the footage and create this smooth ending shot. However, what will really make the shot is if you choose the right lens for the location you are filming at. Many beginners film most of the footage just with a standard lens, resulting in quite boring shots. There is a reason why you have all these options on the screen. By the way, if you have less options than me, it's because I have installed a camera assistant app on the phone and enabled all these additional options. I have created a tutorial about all camera settings where I cover this section. I'm gonna link it below for those interested. Let's go back to filming and let me show you what shots you can get if you are going to use a different lens rather than just a standard lens. In this shot, I chose an ultra-wide angle lens as it will show the location really nicely. It gives more dynamics to the shot, making it very pleasing to an eye. Next shot is taken with 2x telephoto because here you can lock the focus on a far distance. Use foreground objects to create very interesting, candid, moody shots. The foreground will be slightly blurred out because we lock the focus on the far distance. Let's talk about composition and framing. If you're just going to walk around and film anything without any intention, the footage will be all over the place, looking really amateur. In other instances, you might simply get stuck and not seeing the shots. Turn on the grid. The grid line will help you to get a better shot. Not all objects need to be always in a center. Learn how to use the rules of thirds grid line. Place the objects where the line cross to get more interesting view. Use the top and bottom line to get more interesting horizon. The horizon doesn't always have to be in the middle. Hohem iSteady M6 has many buttons, and if you are new to smartphone filmmaking, if you are new to gimbals, you might accidentally enable something, touch the buttons, and end up with a problem. Here's an example. You balance the gimbal properly, and out of the sudden you end up with a crooked horizon. That most likely happened because you had the roll feature enabled on your control wheel. You will know if you see the roll icon being displayed on the screen. You can quickly reset the gimbal by pressing 2x the trigger. If you don't want to use roll movement and find that it is actually bothering you, you are accidentally touching the wheel a lot, just press the middle button on the wheel 2x to switch the mode to focus. The focus works only in Hohem Joy app. For those wondering, you cannot do a focus pull in native camera app. We will go through focus pull a little bit later in this video. Let's talk about the AI tracking sensor. For those shots when you are filming yourself, walking around, or explaining something to a camera, first of all, let's go to native camera app settings. Let's go to shooting methods, where we will disable the show palm feature, but keep the voice commands feature. I'm finding that the show palm feature is sometimes interfering with the AI sensor gestures. Once you raise the hand, it will start and stop recording. It's simply a mess and you might end up very frustrated. There are several ways you can film yourself in native camera app. You can film with a rear camera. You can film with a front camera. If you are just walking in a scene, you will pick up just a lens you like and most likely film yourself. If you're gonna be filming yourself talking to the camera, here is what I do. I actually like to use the front camera as I want to see myself in a portrait video mode. Here I leave the effect on a blur, but adjust the effect strength so it looks more natural. 7 is way too strong. I personally like the lower numbers, 2, 3, or even 4. And here comes the tracking part. Once you enable tracking with this gesture by default, you will be in the center. If for some reason you will find yourself on the side, you can show this gesture, the light will flash, move yourself to the center, and show the same gesture to confirm. If you're having trouble that the sensor is not responding, it's because you're standing too close or too far. Another option would be resetting the AI sensor in Hohem Joy app gimbal settings. Another tip I would like to give you is have the gimbal on a tripod so the camera is at your eye level. If you have the camera low, you're not going to get a very flattering shot on your face. If you are holding the gimbal like this, the same thing. Keep your camera at the eye level. If you are new to the gimbal, and I mean really new, there are high chances that you will be waving with the gimbal like with a flag. You will be walking around, making sudden moves, filming anything. Slow down. If you watch behind-the-scenes videos of professional productions, you will see those camera operators moving steadily with one consistent movement. For example, in this shot, I'm going to combine tilt movement with moving myself forward or backwards. I'm going to tilt down very steadily and move myself also very steadily, resulting in a very nice, long, smooth shot. If you are not getting the smooth ending shot with the gimbal, or the gimbal is not following in the direction you want, it is because most likely you have the wrong gimbal mode selected. Gimbal modes can be very frustrating for beginners and very confusing. Let's explain differences between very basic PF and PTF mode. PF stands for pan follow movement. Pan motor is unlocked, so you can make movements left and right with a very smooth ending. In this mode, the tilt is locked. You cannot go up and down. Pan follow mode is great for going forward, backwards, to the side. Let me show you some examples. Moving on to the next mode, PTF stands for pan and tilt follow mode. Both pan and tilt motors are unlocked, so you can get smooth up and down movement and also movement to the side. This mode is great for the movement I did earlier when I was combining tilt movement with walking. You can also use it for combination shots. Let's talk about focus pull. You can do them two ways. The first one, you can do handheld without using the gimbal. Choose a scene where you get lots of foreground, set filming at 60 frames per second, leave focus unlocked, and slowly move through the foreground. Once you slow down the footage, you will see the camera changing the focus automatically, creating this effect as you would create a focus pull. Let's return to this gimbal. As I mentioned earlier, you cannot create focus pull in native camera app with this wheel. Let's go to the Hohem Joy app. Make sure you have focus enabled on the gimbal screen. If you see roll instead, again, double tap the button in the center of the wheel, and now you will see focus icon. Now, when you turn the wheel, you will see the focus change. If you need to reset, simply tap on the screen. When you film, don't rush turning the wheel. Consistent, smooth movement is better. By the way, all the music in this video is from Epidemic Sound. You can use their music for any social media. Link is below. You will get 1 month free, and I also listed this gimbal below. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and let me know in the comment section below what else you would like to learn when it comes to this combo. Don't forget to check out one of these videos next. See you in the next one. Ciao. Ahoj.